Senior high parents and athletes, welcome to the island. In the next few minutes, we'll review some important logistical information. Also, we'll discuss what it means to be a part of Islander Activities programs. As you know, involvement in activities programs can genuinely enhance a student's high school experience. Many important life lessons can be learned, like how to work together, how to give a truly great effort, how to put team above self, and how to handle adversity. Students involved in activities learn how to budget their time more efficiently, and they have a stronger sense of belonging to their school. They build quality relationships that will last a lifetime, and of course, they have more fun. Welcome to GISH Activities. Obviously, our first priority with any of our student athletes, students first. The NSAA has requirements that we have to meet. Students have to have passed 20 semester hours in the previous semester to be eligible for varsity competition. They need to be enrolled in 20 hours in the current semester in which they are participating. Also, individual teams may have guidelines for academics and academic progress set forth in their handbooks. You need to check with individual programs and coaches about that. Activities, athletics at the collegiate level, you need to be checking out the NAIA and NCAA websites. They have great information, or you can check with our counseling department. There are several requirements that need to be met during high school. Parents, we really encourage you to join the booster clubs here at Senior High, the Fine Arts Booster Clubs, the Athletic Booster Club. It's a minimal cost, and these groups do tremendous work in supporting our activities programs. We could not operate at the level that we do without your help. So get involved in those booster clubs. Together, these groups donate well over $100,000 each year to GISH activities programs. GISHcalendar.com. That's GISHcalendar.com. It's a great tool for you to see every single schedule that we have for activities programs and everything actually that's going on here at the high school. You can sign up to be notified whenever there's a change in a specific schedule. Load up GISHcalendar.com, get signed up for change notifications. Senior High provides excellent transportation to and from all student activities, not only because it's safe and effective, but also because there's a unity factor. We like them together, bonding as a team on the way to and from activities. We do realize that sometimes there are situations, particularly leaving an activity, where it's good for a parent to be able to take their student off the bus. Just a couple of things you need to know about that. First of all, it's a parent only. We have been told over and over again by those in the legal profession that's just a very bad idea for us to let students go with anybody other than their parents. So we don't want Grandma Marge or Aunt Sally or best friend Bob to be transporting kids after an activity. So please don't ask our sponsors. The procedure is just simply that the coach or the sponsor will have a form at the activity. You need to sign that form. Your child will be released to you after the activity and you can take them home. But again, it's a parent only. Let's talk for a minute about parent-coach communication. There are certain communications that you should expect from your coach or your sponsor, the philosophy of the program and the school, expectations that your coach has for the team and for your individual child, the times and locations for practices and contests, what will happen should your child be injured at any time, and then anytime that there's a discipline that involves denial of participation, you should expect to get communication from your coach. Issues that are not appropriate to discuss with coach: playing time, number one. Also team strategy or play calling or other students. We ask you to remember always that our coaches and sponsors are professionals. They make personnel and strategy judgments based on what they believe is best for the entire team, and I can guarantee you that is why they make decisions. If a conflict should arise over the course of a season, we believe it's very important to let the student try to work things out with the coach first before the parents get involved with the coach, before the activities director gets involved with the parents and the coach. And there are a couple of reasons for that. First of all, the coach and the student are the ones that are there every day. They're the ones that are there in the locker room, they're there in the practice room, they're there on the bus, they're there on the sideline. They're the ones that really know what's going on, and so we want them to have the first crack to get the problem solved. We know that you as parents want this too. We're trying to teach these kids to be responsible young adults. The lesson we want them to learn is how to handle adverse situations or when things aren't going well. And we want them, when they go off to college, to be able to talk to their professors and talk to their coaches, and when they get into the work world someday, to be able to talk to their boss. And so we're denying them the opportunity to learn that skill when we, as parents, get involved right away and try to fix every problem for them. Our coaches and sponsors are great people who will listen to them and respect them for coming to visit with them. If the issues can't be resolved at that level, then you need to give me a call, Mr. Cutlass at the high school, and we can set up an appointment to try to get things worked out. But let's let those kids and the coaches try to get it worked out first. On the flip side of that, there is some communication that coaches will expect from you as parents, and primarily that is notification of any schedule conflicts that you might have well in advance of the conflict. Appropriate concerns to discuss with the coach is the treatment of your child, either mentally or physically, ways to help your child improve, or your child's behavior. There are several great reasons to avoid tobacco, drugs, and alcohol, and I want to emphasize those. The first is, obviously, it's a violation of school activities policy, and when you get suspended as a student athlete, you hurt not only yourself, but you hurt the team, and you've worked together to accomplish things, and you put them at a great disadvantage. A second is that it's against the law. Not only will there be school sanctions, but often there'll be legal ramifications to involvement with tobacco, drugs, and alcohol. Third reason to stay away from those things is the detrimental effect on your health. While it has a detrimental effect on your health, it has a positive effect on the health of your opponent. That is, if you have not trained and followed training regimen and your opponent has, obviously you put yourself and your team at a disadvantage. Another reason to avoid tobacco, drugs, and alcohol, unintended consequences, things like teen pregnancy and car accidents. So there are several great reasons to stay away from tobacco, drugs, and alcohol, but I will tell you personally that I believe is the destruction of team unity. You only have one chance to do this thing, and I would encourage you to do it right. Parents, I would encourage you to help them to do it right. In the fourth quarter, on the 18th green, in the last set, all teammates want to be able to look each other in the eye and know that everyone has sacrificed and given everything they can. They are prepared for that moment. Don't be one that helps destroy team unity. It's a great and wonderful time to watch your student be involved in activities, but obviously it can also be a tough time. So there's some things that we'd like you to keep in mind as the parent of somebody involved in activities. First of all, make sure that no matter what happens, your kids know that win or lose, that you love them and appreciate their efforts. Teach them to enjoy the thrill of competition and just being a part of it, of giving a great effort and competing and working hard to improve, because those things are really valuable. Also, we'd like you to be honest with them about their ability and their attitude and their skill level and their behavior. Please help your kids to see the big picture and to see team first. Help them to accept their role. Please understand that not everybody can be a starter or a star, but every single role is important. And those that are successful in life, not just in activities, are those that can understand and embrace the role that they need to play to have the team be successful. Please don't compare your child with other members of the team. Remember that kids need you to be a sounding board or a filter after a practice or a game. One really important thing we'd like to emphasize is that no matter how hard it is, that sometimes you need to let them fail. It is hard to watch, but when they mess up, we as parents have to let them experience that pain. Trying to bail them out of every situation does not help them. We ask that you don't compete with the coach. We don't need to have the kid getting different signals about what they should or shouldn't be doing in terms of their role, what they should be doing in terms of technique. You need to let the coach coach the team and coach your kid. I guess in summation, I'd quote from Bruce Brown's materials, and Bruce Brown is a tremendous man of character. His expression is release your child to the game. And we would encourage you to do that. Let them participate and experience all the joys and the failures and help them get through that, but don't try to manipulate and fix it all for them. We want to live the Memorial Stadium ideal at all of our activities. We want to be the greatest fans in the world. We need positive role models out there for our kids. We need to change the culture. We need to, as parents and fans, we need to model positive behavior for all the right reasons. People don't always remember the final score, but I can guarantee you they will remember the fan in the stands who makes a fool of himself and makes everybody else around them uncomfortable. What I would encourage you to do is to enjoy the game, because it's a game. I would encourage you to come to the game or to the activity with a smile on your face, ready to enjoy something wonderful, the opportunity that we have to participate in activities, to be a part of something on a beautiful fall night, instead of coming ready for war. Let's be honest, it does not help our team or your son or daughter or your image personally to act like an idiot in the stands. Instead, we'd like you to help out and join the vast majority of folks, the 98% that are doing the right things and enjoying the contest. And yes, there are stressful moments in any contest, but we need to teach our kids how to, through our actions, how to deal with those moments of adversity in the stands. So again, I encourage you to practice tremendous sportsmanship, be the greatest fans in the world here at Senior High on the island, because it's the right thing to do. I'm so proud of so much of what we do. What I would encourage us all to do is to make that great fan behavior what we do 100% of the time. That's the way we do it on the island. You are part of a tremendous legacy and history at Grand Island Senior High. Some of the greatest students, athletes, and teams in Nebraska history have been Islanders and have participated on the fields and in the gyms and on the same campus that today's students will this year. Not only those who have achieved greatness at the highest levels, and we've had plenty of those, but the thousands who have gone before, who have achieved greatness for just a moment, real greatness in some big or small way, greatness in the eyes of the community or in the eyes of their teammates, in the eyes of a coach, greatness in the hearts of many or just one. There is no question we are a part of something special. Embrace that and do everything you can to build the legacy. Never dishonor it. We will win, we will succeed, and we will do it the right way, treating each other with respect, giving maximum effort no matter what the situation, and acting with integrity in all circumstances. That's life on the island, and we are GI.